Welcome to the lesson, What Are Animal Needs? In this lesson, you will learn about what animals need to live. They need air, water, food, space, and shelter. For this lesson, you need to know the difference between a living and a non-living thing, and the difference between a plant and an animal. The vocabulary words for this lesson are shelter, survive, lungs, gills. Click each word to learn more about it. Shelter. A safe place to live. Shelter. A safe place to live.
Survive. To stay alive. Survive. To stay alive. Lungs. The parts of some animals that help them breathe by taking in oxygen from the air. Lungs. The parts of some animals that help them breathe by taking in oxygen from the air. Gills. The parts of an animal that take in oxygen from the water. Gills. The parts of an animal that take in oxygen from the water.
When you think of animals, do you think of insects? Well, insects are animals. In fact, they are the most common animals. There are more insects on Earth than any other kind of animal. In order to live, or survive, an animal needs a safe place to live. A safe place to live is called a shelter. Click these pictures to see what animals need. Some need more than others, but all animals must have water. What animals actually live in water? Different animals eat different foods. Some, like bees, even make their own. Animals need living space to find food, water, and shelter. Some need lots of space, and some need just a little. Which animals do you suppose need the most living space? A safe place to live is called a shelter. A shelter protects animals. They can rest, raise their young, and be safe from other animals. Animals must breathe to survive. Different animals breathe in different ways, and they have different body parts to help them. Click each picture to learn more. When people and land animals take deep breaths, they fill their lungs with air. Take a deep breath and feel your lungs fill. Water goes through the gills on the fish's head to let it breathe underwater. Why can't you breathe underwater? Whales have lungs just as you do. They must come to the surface to take a breath. When they are young, frogs have gills because they live entirely in water. As they grow, they develop lungs to breathe air. Animals have different ways of getting what they need to survive. Click these images to find out some ways animals get what they need to survive. Some birds seek shelter, and some make it. Birds find materials to make a cozy nest for their young. With its long neck, long tongue, and tough lips, a giraffe can reach high into trees to get food. Some animals hunt other animals for food. Hunters become very good at capturing their prey. Animals that are often hunted become very good at escaping. Fish use gills to get the air they need from the water they live in. They can also swim pretty quickly to avoid larger fish. When we breathe, we fill our lungs with air. About how many times do you breathe in a minute? Plants are things that are also necessary for animals to survive. Click a picture. If animals do not get what they need, what will happen? They can become sick and even die. Plants are also alive. Like animals, they must have air, water, and space to live. Unlike animals, they make their food with the help of soil and sunlight. Most animals move. Do plants move? What do you think? Some animals eat plants. Some animals eat other animals, but the animals they eat live on plants. Animals could not survive without plants. Can you match these animals to their types of shelter? Drag the name of the shelter to the correct animal. You did it. Good job. Let's remember what animals need to live or survive. They need food, water, shelter, and space. Land animals and people have lungs that fill with air to help them breathe. Fish have gills that help them breathe underwater. Plants are living things that animals need to survive. Some animals eat them, and some animals eat animals that eat plants. Now that you've finished this lesson, if you wish, you can go back and review any part of the lesson again.